Sense+Nation.
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 This is Sense+Nation. Sense+Nation.
The Sense+Nation.
Sense+Nation. Where we make sense of life and reality. Welcome to Sense+Nation, where we make sense of life and reality to liberate the mind on truth of life. In general, I choose to think of it as a pool of opinions that make sense because we are intelligent beings and there's reason behind it with a truth in it. So we will see things in a different ways by the end of this and every episode by getting into conversation and drive around the paths we have crossed and coming to this point where we make sense of life and reality. So welcome to today's show, and we're here with Powerslide, music band. I'd say rock music band.
Punk rock, man.
Punk rock.
Punk rock.
Yeah.
Punk rock.
Yeah.
And making sense already, huh? So, welcome to today's show, man. This is Sense+Nation, where we make sense of life and reality.
Thank you for having us.
And karibuni sana.
Appreciate.
Believing in yourself that you say you're doing this, that culminates to life at large and your own realities. If you did not do that step, what will you been talking of? Something very different. If you never took that step, you see, now your life changes somehow, your reality also changes in a different way. Either way, there's still life and reality, whatever way you go. But still, you've chosen this one that you've stamped today on, that now you'll be remembering this day upon this. Even if you wanted to do something else, you've not done it. You've come here. So this is the stamp of today. Everything that you're saying, everything that you're doing is a stamp. But now you've committed to this one. So can you imagine how much greatness it takes just to do that? How much farther you can go by just choosing some decisions and moving with them. So at the end of it all, make sense of life and reality and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Why you do whatever you do, why you make music that you do, the way your life has just turned out to be.
I think it already makes sense.
Yeah. But can you imagine if you're not able to make sense of it? Trippy, yeah?
That would be a tough one.
Tough one. And I feel a lot of people at that point, it don't make sense. That's why it's difficult for people to be at peace with themselves even. Hoping people to contribute better, and yet they're not at peace with themselves. So I hope to make sense of life and reality and help others make sense of it, so you can get to be at a better place, to be at peace, to be able to
That's
live
awesome.
better lives.
Actually, our band's tagline is Punk for Peace.
Punk for peace.
Yeah.
Damn. I love Bob Marley. I just told. So peace is peace muhimu, man. Peace of mind. Just like just peace of mind. Just
I think peace of mind is the
everything.
most important thing in the world.
But again, it's hard to maintain peace of mind without peace in the world also. Because even if there was no hope of peace out there, why would you be holding into peace of mind right now?
The peace doesn't have to be out there, it should be in here.
No, but still, with no confirmation of it being out there. If you you do that, people start calling you crazy.
People already call it.
True, but you're making sense and you have peace in your mind, right?
Yeah.
So now that's a cause. I feel that's a cause of that. People never understand you because it's never the same. The peace, because it's not that common. They think that's the peace, but this is the peace. You're seeing it, but they're not seeing it. And at the end of it all, you're like, you can even lose hope. Sometimes I feel like somebody said by the becoming too woke is agonizing because it's painful seeing whatever this other person is going through and whatever they're trying to make you go through, and seeing being aware of all these things that happen out here, and then you're like, fuck this, I'm out. Sometimes I feel like that. There's too much out here.
Yeah, like
If you don't see the peace outside here, you get to a place you're like, you know what, I'm making too much sense. Nobody else is understanding me. I think I'm crazy. Let me shut off. Because there's none out here. Personally, you can go out and see so much. I ride a bike. I see good stuff every day. But again, that comes upon me wanting to see that. I know there's a setting where I'll be angry from here the whole way home. If that's my setting. So until you're like, oh my gosh, it's just a setting. But it's hard because human nature calls for us to slack down. Do you think so? How many times have you slacked down?
Could I even count?
Yeah, too many. Until you got tired of slacking down.
I'm still a slacker.
Nah, but forever. Nah, but still, let me say, slacking on a skateboard. Will you slack on a skateboard?
Nah, it depends on the definition.
Nah, it's just like, you see the way you're saying you're slacking. What are you slacking? What are you known for slacking on? What are you what are you not afraid of saying you're slacking?
No, I just lack a lot of weight by the timekeeping. I'm quite lazy. But then when I work, I do exactly what I'm supposed to do. So it's a bit of a good balance.
Nah, sometimes I say, can you imagine if your life is just about you doing whatever you're supposed to do? When you not feel like you're slacking, like that's your time, that's your process towards your work. You get to your work, you do it as fast as possible and get it cleared.
Yeah, it's like I don't mind. That's the way my life's supposed to be, the way I see it at least.
But other people help make you feel like it's
supposed to
now, what has been COVID-19 to you? What has its impact been to you? Personally, as a band first, and personally.
As a band, it kind of sucks because we were supposed to be on tour in Europe right about this time. And all the tours in the world have been cancelled, so that sucks, but it is what it is.
It's a shame.
Whoa,
But honestly, it hasn't really changed too much. It's just that I can't really go out and people can't come to see me, but my day-to-day routine is basically the same thing.
Whoa. So how do you take that? So what's your take now on the cancellation? Obviously you have to take that energy from somewhere. To take that energy somewhere else.
Hasn't told us this change as well.
Before we get into that. Mr. Qreed.
Mine has been tough.
Speak your heart, man. Safe space.
Safe track, man.
I lost my job because of COVID-19. So, yeah. And the fact that now you don't have a job and you're broke and you can't be able even to go back home because you're locked back to another different county. So.
Damn. Hey, COVID-19, man. What?
But we're still out here, strong, yeah.
Whoa.
Big impact, big.
Wow, on the tour. What's
on the tour side, yes. Band, right now we could be having so much fun, man. Summertime back there, man. But yeah, see, the tour's been cancelled, so. It is what it is.
What have you, obviously, because that happened, it is what it is. What have you been flexing on? Because, like, obviously, there's a plan, there's that. COVID-19 ikiisha. COVID-19, what's up? What are you prepping on? What's your plan on that?
We've just been working on new music. We've been recording a new album for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, new material.
So it's basically just that.
Have you changed your style because obviously this I'm feeling these times have also changed people to some extent. Has that affected your music too?
Well, not necessarily because
Of the
we wrote
situation.
everything before this,
Yeah.
but our style has really changed and stuff. Our philosophy, our style, everything
No,
has
but
changed.
like content wise, like something to speak on.
Everything has changed more or less.
Everything has changed.
Everything.
Wow.
But maybe a sequel here or there, you know.
Most definitely, but either way, even a small change, just you're drifting like this, and then out of nowhere, just because of obviously
yeah, there's going to
something.
be different material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were waiting for hotter stuff, for doper stuff,
Yeah.
for deeper stuff. What kind of stuff? What mood?
This new album is, I think the main theme is say self-awareness or consciousness. It's about the self and the universe and the earth.
Yeah. Why? I've been feeling this is a time where awareness, self-awareness, consciousness is like on an upscale. It's something that's being spoken more about. It's something on the uprising. So I'm not sure if it's always been like that. Right now, it's when it's going up, or it's been here. It's just that this is our time we've seen it.
Have you heard of cosmic consciousness?
Yeah.
So like they did this experiment some time ago where they had like a group of people and they'd have them do the New York Times crossword. I think it was the New York Times. And then they'd record the results, and then on a certain day they'd give them yesterday's New York Times. And every time that when they did the New York Times that has already been done by the public, they scored a significantly higher amounts than when they did that same day. So it's like some people say that when information is out there, it's just all out there and you can just like tap into it. So if like it seems people are getting more conscious, it's like maybe everything is just out there and just people are just tapping into it.
So like we can say it's it's on the rise. Yeah, I think so too, because like all the music nowadays I listen to.
Speaking to people differently.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Things really are changing. Like, look at the world exactly right now. Everything is all flipped over. Yeah, the economies are fucked. Everything is like.
No, it's the nature that's.
Who would have ever imagined this? Yeah. So the earth is changing, so people also have to change with it.
Man, they've been prophets, been saying these things for so long, man. I'm tired, man. I was tired. I did the hard thing. People got tired, man. People have been what? It's been wars to stop.
They're about to make it even worse because the road, the super highway that's about to pass.
That's still happening.
The park that she fought for, like
Man, that sucks.
Damn. Consciousness.
Stay woke.
True, stay woke, but what? Sometimes I'm looking at the price that we pay for our lives, having gone through the accident and stuff like this. You get to the point where you feel, you wonder what is life, what is life's purpose, what am I here to do, and all those things. So you become more conscious about earth that you're sitting on, the food that we eat, the things that we do, feeling that you actually have a voice to tell people, yo, this is it. Because that's a very, very big voice. How has been your process to get to that point of it's too much? I need to say these things.
It's weird because initially we weren't about that at all. We just wrote like the most random songs. Like our first singles were about like, oh, I wanna go skate, I wanna go do drugs, oh, this girl broke my heart, oh, I wanna play my music loud. I mean, I think we just kind of grew up and our minds changed, and I grew up and my mind changed, and I write most of the music, so I guess it's just sad.
I think basically when we started writing that album, what we used to talk about, what we used to want to write, we did that first. Go skate, do drugs, whatever, turn music up, party, all that stuff. We used to do that, smoke.
It's like we did all that, but at the same time, there was
it,
still some conscious
and
music in there. Some of the songs.
At
On
some
our
point when
debut
we are
album, there's like a
almost
couple.
doing the album to finish it, something that kicked into us, and then we started seeing things differently. And some of the songs at the end, they were like, yo.
Yeah, so it's like the earlier songs are like, oh, I did all this rubbish, and then at the end it's like
The kiddish part.
Yeah.
That's why there's a song called The Kid.
So now it's crazy that you
So
say
good.
that, because I believe life is a process. This is where you start from, this being a kid to being an adult. And as I said, I feel like every human being is a template to some extent. We are all templates. We feel we get to our points where it's cool. It is no girls. You know, the time you fight all the girls. Then now it's you now chasing all the girls, and then now it's
he's
you.
fighting all the girls, I'm chasing the girls.
Crazy. So you get replaced now. You want to be girls. You want to do these sports. You want to go to the gym. Now now you want to do. So basically, now you career person. You feel now you're a man, but you're supposed to be doing these things. Now now drinking is legal. Your parents can even know you're drinking. You get to a point you want to become a father. You become a father. You do your fatherly stuff. You become a grandfather. I think it's more or less like a template, but now different settings here and there for everybody. Given that, what is, because I've understood, given that with your process through your music, at this point I was being self-aware, so I give space. I feel we should give space to each other to grow, because at the end of it all, it's like a template. So do you think you'll be able to give your children the same space?
Yeah, I really think so.
Do you think your parents give you the same space?
Yeah, I'm so glad for it.
Wow. The same for you? Do you have to fight for
Yeah,
your...
my
for your...
parents let me be like weird as fuck, and I'm so glad, because otherwise I just wouldn't be myself.
She'd say they walk.
Man, we were on TV yesterday, my parents were like, yeah, they want to watch it. My parents are wanting to come to our shows, like we'll have band practice at my house and stuff. It's like, my parents have never been suppressive. Every time I've been like, I want to do this, and like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
God damn, man.
This is Sense+Nation. Sense+Nation.
The Sense Nation.
Sense+Nation. Where we make sense of life and reality.